Alrighty, y'all. 2020 Ford Fusion. This is my daily driver, so it's got to do a tune-up tour. I got 78,000 miles on it, so we're gonna do an oil change, PCV valve, and we're gonna do something else kind of fun with that too. And then spark plugs, and the engine mounts. That'll be the last thing as well. So we're gonna get to it and get this boy fixed. All right, one quick note about doing these engine mounts. Some of the bolts are torque sealed, so you'll have to get some replacement ones. When I did this, I actually wasn't aware of that, so I ended up using the ones I already had and had to go back and replace them, which kind of sucks. So if you're doing the job and you haven't gotten into it yet, make sure you order those. I did drive with it for a week when nothing really happened. I'm sure you can get away with just, reusing them and then you doing Loctite, but if you are trying to do it, the correct way, like, that would be the way to do it. So I thought I'd add that in there as well. All right, so we got the air intake off and the battery tray with the battery, obviously. You're gonna need to take those two off to get to this transmission mount. This is the passenger side engine mount that we're gonna have to get to next. All right, we're gonna try to take this reservoir off, but not take it off completely from the car. Kind of leave it hooked up because I don't want to have to lose a bunch of coolant. Man, I hate hose clamps. When I say I hate hose clamps, what I'm trying to tell you is I don't feel like going and getting the damn proper tool to grab these things. So all you can do is twist and pull. That was stubborn. Okay. Works like that. Okay. So it looks like there's a bolt, and then kind of looks like a slot on the plastic that kind of sits in a piece of metal as well to hold it down, so not too complicated. Take off. Alright, so I got this kind of just set off to the side for right now. Hopefully that's catching any coolant. There's like this clip that connects these two lines together. Take that off, and there's like three little plastic spots where this hose comes up, and then you can get to it. Press that button down. This will pull off as well, and that'll let you get to that. Let you get to this bolt right here for the coolant reservoir. So I got a jack under the oil pan, and then I would get a piece of wood to kind of like distribute the weight, and then I just jacked it up to where it was slightly pressed onto it. You don't need to like actually jack it up, it just needs to be supported. So there we go. So I get some pressure off that boy.
This is the old one. That's the new one.
first engine mount done. Just making sure everything's just snugged up good, and we'll do the moment of truth and just drop this board. Ooh, I went to AutoZone today to get the Loctite. You know what I didn't grab? So, you got the 4 nuts and then the middle one, but there's a little 10 mil under that wire right there. So, once you take that off, this plate up top will come off, and then you'll be able to get to the actual transmission mount. Here we'll get more of the visual approach. So that's the plate, and that's the actual transmission mount. This thing looks cooked. Oh, you can see the flex. My idea is take these 2 off, loosen this so this can swing down, be able to grab that afterwards. Holy. Oh. Oh, yeah, it's loose too. Okay. Yeah, strip it, boys. All right, so this is the 18 millimeter for the lower dog bone mount on this car. This is ridiculously hard to get out. Maybe it was just my experience. I would say it would help to kind of do this one and the upper transmission at the same time. You want those 4 nuts that go on the upper one to kind of be loose so you can move the engine a little bit. It's just way easier to move that way, because this bolt on this bracket up top, I thought it ruined my plan, but no, I just had to move the transmission a little bit. I'll use one of these type of wrenches for these 2 back ones. So we got everything detached. That bolt is just loose. This is kind of my idea. Oh, yeah. It's not my idea, but it's the way I'm doing it. It worked. Yay! All right. Everything's all hooked up, tightened down. So just to do a review of what I did, because I know my camera angles can be bad. This is the assembly with the mount. That's the back bolt right there hiding. And then you have this one down here as well. So just those 2. I took those out. And then you got that one. And then this one. You're going to want to take that out and just loosen this bolt right here. And then make sure you try to take this one out first though, because this was the hard one. If you can't get that one out, then no, you really can't do anything with this. So go that one first, 2 back ones, take this out, and then you can loosen this. This bracket will swing down, you can get this out. And then when you put it back on, obviously, you gotta finagle it in there. This will swing back up. You want to make sure it lines up right here, like into the transmission bracket. And then to get that back bolt out of the transmission bracket, the upper back one, you're gonna have to, I mean, you can use a pry bar, but I'm working by myself, so I don't know, I thought it was easier to do it up top, have everything loose so this can raise up and move how you want it, and then that'll also help you line up the holes as well. So I got everything tightened down though again. So that's all the motor mounts for this Ford Fusion. I'm gonna start her and see if she shakes a little bit, but I'm gonna put her back together and get back to you.